My mom ran a small clinic her whole life, charging $5 for cold medicine. When I took over, I followed her lead, doing my best to take care of our community. Then I charged an influencer $30 for medication, and suddenly, I was a scammer plastered all over the internet. The whole town showed up at my door demanding refunds. I gave them every penny back, then shut the clinic down for good. I told them, there you go, clinic's closed. Next time you're sick, drive 30 miles to the county hospital. Take care of yourselves. The very next day, they were back, begging me to reopen. $30? That's highway robbery. That was Faye Lincoln, a social media influencer who just moved back to town. She had a mild stomach bug, and I'd given her the gentlest medication I had. I explained, miss, the medication alone runs $25. I only charged $5 for the consultation. That's more than fair. She shoved her phone in my face. Stop lying. The exact same medication is $25 online. Free shipping. And what about the government subsidies rural clinics get? Did you pocket all of that? Subsidies. That caught me off guard. I let out a bitter laugh. Those subsidies required mountains of paperwork, and even when approved, they barely covered anything. I sourced my medications through a contact I personally trusted because their products worked with fewer side effects. I could have been at a top hospital right out of med school, but Mayor Aaron Hayes tracked me down and explained how far the town was from the county seat, how hard it was for elderly folks and kids to get basic care. He asked if I'd come back. I thought about how this town had looked after my mom and me after my dad died. I said yes. 5 years as the town doctor. I dealt with difficult patients before. I pointed at the price board on the wall. All prices are posted right there. I didn't overcharge you a single cent. Oh, what a performance. Faye crossed her arms. These little schemes only work on small town people who don't know any better. She turned to the waiting room and shouted, everyone, Dr. Evan Miller is ripping you off. He's scamming all of us. Every head turned toward me. Then little Daisy Turman, my neighbor's kid, pushed through the crowd, cheeks red, glaring up at Faye. You're lying. Dr. Miller is a good person. When I had a fever, he treated me and gave me candy. I smiled at her. That meant everything. But Faye scanned the medication with her phone, then shoved the screen in Daisy's face. $25 online. He charged me $35 extra. And you're defending him over candy? That's exactly how kids get into strangers' cars. Faye, Daisy's eyes filled with tears. Watch your mouth, I said coldly. These are from 2 different manufacturers. I told Faye. Mine has a better purification process, fewer side effects. That's why it costs more. She grinned like she'd caught me in a lie. Excuses. Experts online have already debunked that. Same ingredients, same drug. You just want the extra cash. Faye pulled up a video of some self-proclaimed medical expert ranting about how brand name drugs are a scam. The room shifted. I could feel it. There's no winning with someone who doesn't want the truth. And I still had a full waiting room. If you think they're the same, go order it online. I'm done treating you. Don't come back. I reached for the medication. She yanked it away, looking outraged. What? Destroying the evidence? I'm keeping this as proof. I was so angry my fists tightened on their own. Someone tapped my shoulder from behind. Dr. Miller, my head is still killing me. I walked Faye straight to the door. Get out. She left with the medication. Didn't pay a dime. I figured that was the end of it. The next morning, I rolled up the clinic's metal door and nearly stumbled backward. The entire street was packed. Every person in town, young, old, everyone. The warmth in their eyes was gone. What I saw now was anger and contempt. Give us our money back, someone shouted. Then it was a full eruption. You've been scamming us this whole time. We trusted you, Evan. I was completely lost. What money? What are you talking about? Aaron pushed through, looking at me like I'd personally betrayed him. He shoved a phone in my face. The headline read, exposing a corrupt rural clinic. The scammer in a white coat, who won't even spare a $5 difference. It was written by Faye Lincoln. The video was edited. Only the moment I took the $30, and the moment I pushed her out. No context. Just enough to paint me as a predator in a white coat. The comments were brutal. Revoke his license and throw him in prison. Disgusting. Preying on innocent people. I was shaking. This is all lies. In 5 years, when have I ever overcharged anyone? Half the time I cover the difference out of my own pocket. Then Faye stepped out from the back of the crowd. Selfie stick up.